And there we go again, guys. It's another match of JDL. This time it's Fnatic versus Empire. Thanks for all the people that stayed with us. Much appreciated. And let's go into it. It is, as I already said, Fnatic versus Empire, and it's gonna be a very promising game. Empire being very nice in that performance as of late, and also of course Fnatic known for the performance already. Like, both really stable teams. And this is gonna be just amazing. We're Halflet TV, I'm Halflemo, coming with me is Coucher, and let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, like you already said, this game should be absolutely amazing. And looking at the bans, Team Empire, they know what Fnatic likes to run, and they do ban out the IO. Whereas Fnatic, they ban out the Dazzle, so no Dazzle Slardar or Dazzle Center Warrunner combinations are available already. And it's just so team specific with the bans at the moment. And Fnatic, they can get the Invoker if they want, or the Ancient Apparition, or of course the Naga Siren also is something that they do like to run, so they go for the AA.
Yep, pretty standard so far, but yeah, like the IO is definitely something I didn't have like on my chart. They want to have this out because Fnatic tends to play some IO synergy couples there, and yeah, what's not being banned out yet is of course the Invoker. The Furion could come as well. So, Team Empire, do they go for it?
Yeah, I'm not sure they can easily get it if they really want to. I mean, there's just so many heroes to go for. There's the Batrider, Naga, Nyx, Visage. Like, literally anything is available, especially even the Centaur Warrunner. It is a really aggressive hero, and Team Empire, they do like aggressiveness, so.
Yep, and yeah, it's the Batrider. That was like something that was definitely available. I'm just wondering if maybe it's an Invoker there on the second one as well. What I like the most about the ban so far is that like there's two bans that stick to the current meta of first ban first pick hero, which is the Lycan and the Ember Spirit. Like the first pick, of course, Batrider and Ancient Apparition, absolutely sticking to the meta, but the entire 6 hero list we always have about like the first bans and picks, it got interrupted by the Dazzle and by the IO, and I really like it because Fnatic is famous for their IO, of course, and we have Dazzle, which Empire played so much with Slardar in combination. So both teams tried to interrupt like the common strategy of either team, and that's pretty interesting. And they stick to the 6 hero list we have, the Nyx and the Invoker is coming out, so not really a surprise. And so far, well, Fnatic saved the Ice Blast for themselves, and of course the Nyx with the roaming, ganking potential, and the Invoker. Well, this is a solid pick for Team Empire. We saw strong Invokers already coming out there, and of course Batrider Initiation, one of the strongest in the game at the moment, so I like it.
Yeah, both teams going for really strong pickups. Team Empire, I mean, usually those two heroes can make more happen, or, well, maybe not can, but usually they will do it. They're more stable because Ancient Apparition, you need the levels, you actually need to hit the Ice Blast, as well as Nyx Assassin might get countered by just a few nicely placed sentry wards. So Team Empire's heroes, it's a bit easier for them to actually be the playmaking heroes. So it will just come down to, of course, what the rest of the picks will be.
Yep, and the bans are actually interesting. I mean, Fnatic bans out the Visage, kind of obvious for the early and the mid game potential coming out of there, and then right after they start to ban cores already, and they want to get rid of the Nakes, which is, I guess, understandable because the Nakes is one of those heroes who can easily eat, for example, through the Spike Carapace. He doesn't care, rages on, and he will just munch you away as a Nyx Assassin. Of course, an Ancient Apparition being vulnerable, like, just by default against the Nakes. So I guess Nakes is their alleged ban. On Team Empire's side, I think the ban is pretty interesting. It's the Venomancer. Well, I didn't see it yet coming out for Fnatic there, but it might have been one of the like possibilities. And for the second ban, they take even more time. So both teams, like, how can I say this? Like, they really want to make sure they know the other team really well, and like they predict what they're going for, and even taking overtime for the 4th ban. And yeah, they take out the puck.
They don't want to deal with Honey's puck, obviously, and Fnatic, usually people run the Nyx Assassin either as an offlane or a support, but Fnatic actually like to run it in the mid lane quite often compared to other teams. So they were like thinking, like, oh, is it gonna be Hanya and the Knicks, or are they gonna go for something else? So they ban out the puck just to be safe. The silence is never a good thing to go up against, and of course the Dream Coil can stop the Batrider's initiation quite nicely as well.
Yep, definitely. I definitely like it. And we see a Disruptor now coming out by Team Empire. They did it within their normal time, so this was a pretty fast decision there. The Disruptor, what I like about Disruptor is you can synergize him with so many things. It works easily out. Plus the fact that the Batrider against the Disruptor is also something you don't want to have. So if you can't ban it out, you just pick it, pretty much.
Yeah, the Disruptor is such a nice hero in my opinion. Just a glimpse, being able to bring anybody back from, well, relative safety already. And of course the Static Storm with the Kinetic Field maybe catching the Nyx Assassin with the Sentry coming in and just Nyx Assassin suddenly running into the Static Storm. But Shadow Shaman picked up by Fnatic, so they have some push, loads of lockdown with the Hex as well as the Shackles and some burst coming from the other Shock. But all of those heroes are quite squishy for them at the moment.
Yep, and yeah, a Shadow Shaman, that's pretty interesting. So Fnatic brings some push potential in their setup, but like I'm still lacking like what's going to be mid, what's going to be the core, where's the damage coming from, besides like of course the Ice Blast, the Nyx roaming and the mass open wards, plus of course the Disable coming there. I mean, Team Empire comes now up with the Rubik, and that's absolutely legit pick, because so far alone by looking at the free heroes he has like abundance of spells he can steal, and all of them are pretty much useful. But like really I'm really curious what Fnatic is going for. Is this maybe even a Shadow Shaman mid, which we saw like even the last 2 days happening, I think at least once?
Yeah, it might be, because against an Invoker the Nyx Assassin shouldn't get too much farm. I mean, he wouldn't be completely bullied out of the lane, but the Shadow Shaman actually might work in the mid lane, although he is very susceptible to just getting picked off with a few ganks coming his way. So I have no idea what they actually want to go for. They could still send the Nyx Assassin off lane, have the Shadow Shaman AA as supports, and go for a third mid lane altogether, maybe even like a Death Prophet.
Yeah, definitely. And they take all their time at the moment. They really consider what are we going for here. So just like Fnatic, Empire struggled with their 4th ban, now Fnatic with their 4th pick also taking their time.
Yeah, the Naga Siren is a possibility as well that Fnatic run in the mid lane every now and then. But yeah, once again against the Invoker, I don't know how well it would work. Plus Disruptor is there as well with the Glimpse as well as the Static Storm, which is pretty nice against the Naga. So Fnatic, yeah, they're struggling real hard with the 4th pick.
Yeah, they take half or even more than half of their overtime already, and yeah, this overtime is gonna be pretty much done pretty soon. So they must be discussing like, guys, what we go for? We got the AA, a Nyx, a Shadow Shaman, and now what? Like, where's the mid? What is gonna be the core? Is it gonna be a full protect one? Do we go greedy? Do we go for more push or less push and we focus more on the fights? Because at the moment Empire has a solid team fight already up. Their 5th pick is gonna be yeah, I mean Empire's 5th pick is gonna be a core for sure. And well, with Clockwork, well, at least they get a 2nd initiation up. But then again, with the 5th pick, I guess Empire can now ban pretty much any carry hero, because Fnatic has to go for it. There's not enough pushing potential in their current setup that they would say like, hey, we can, go for another utility ban. And it's the Morphling. Yep. So they guess for a Morphling, or they just don't want to have it against them.
Yeah, but like, what do Fnatic want to go for?
I don't know. It looks strange so far. But
Anti-Mage wouldn't be too great, because Disruptor with the Glimpse can bring him back even if he blinks out, and the Static Storm would pretty much work for the same effect. I mean, Team Empire, they have a lot of lockdowns, so Anti-Mage wouldn't be the best, but Fnatic, they ban out the Naga Siren themselves, so Empire won't be able to go for like Radiance Naga split push and just Riptide burn the supports to death.
I really like it. Like both teams keep all the pressure up with the fifth pick because the fifth pick is determining right now for both teams where this is going. Even though I think if this was a 4-on-4 game, I'd say Empire definitely has the advantage here in the picks. I don't know. I think the synergy between the picks and everything, they're just more solid. There's more lockdown, especially with the disruptor, the Rubik lift, everything that comes from the Invoker, and of course the initiation of the Batrider. I don't know. I just have a better feeling for Empire's draft at the moment. But as I said, the fifth pick is going to determine how this all rounds up. And at the moment, like they take their entire time. Fnatic doesn't have any overtime left, so they have to pick within then a couple of seconds. Like what is it exactly? 45 plus 1.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah. So yeah, but Team Empire also now using their entire overtime.
Yeah, oh, they go for the Doombringer. Okay,
Doom.
so they're about to lock down anything that Fnatic can just pull out as the fifth pick.
That's
The
interesting.
Doom just... It can work out wonders for them. Especially like Batrider goes in, disables one hero with his ultimate, then Doom goes in for a secondary hero, and suddenly it's 3 versus 5.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know, Fnatic, they already took the regular time down to 5 seconds, and they only have 1 second overtime left. So the decision has to come now, guys. What you doing?
Faceless Void.
Faceless Void. Okay, there we go. It got interesting, to say the least.
Well, the Void needs to be absolutely sure that he won't get caught either by the Lasso or the Doom. Because if he does, I mean, what are Fnatic gonna do if the Faceless Void is disabled?
That's the problem I have at the moment. Like also the synergy around it. Like we saw Faceless Void being grouped up with ranged heroes, ranged hero that can deal damage within the chrono whatsoever. Even a SK, like the SK instead of the Clockwork, for example, I would have understood it. Chrono on multiple targets and the epicenter directly into it. The Shadow Shaman, okay, Ether Shock from the outside, but Nyx can't do anything except for the Mana Bond. We have the AA with the Ice Blast. That's a nice setup, but then it has to also be perfectly timed. And the Clockwork, what? Rocket Flare into it. That's pretty much all that is. So I don't know. Like I really don't like it. Anyway, we go for a fast introduction of the teams. Nota is gonna play the Shadow Shaman. We have Hani on the Nyx. Era is on the Void. Trixie is playing the Clockwork, and last but not least, Fly is on the AA. And at the moment, it seems like they're at least heading, yeah, with Free there into the jungle. But yeah, it seems Empire, they go a chilled start. There's no grouping up, no gank train, no smoke whatsoever coming.
And for Team Empire, always wanna fly, playing on the Disruptor with Silent, playing the safe lane farming Doombringer by the looks of it. Resolution heading towards the mid lane on the Invoker, and Vanscore at the moment moving towards the bottom on the Rubik, but probably gonna finish up the tri lane later, and Mag is up on the Batrider on the off lane.
Yep, there's a couple of blinks coming out, and I don't know what they did, but there is an observer vote coming out in the base. So I guess misclick whatsoever. Anyway, one observer vote is down. At least they have nice vision of their own fountain. Where's the second? Who has the second observer vote for? Yep, the second observer vote is coming out. It's a traditional vote coming again, just giving vision to the rune here. And this rune is gonna be guarded by Fly and No Tail. So far, I don't see any votes, but this one giving vision to the side and into the lane for Team Fnatic there. The second vote is on nobody.
Looks like always wanna fly. Either he wants to try to go for a fast first blood, or just wrap around for a courier kill.
Yep,
It's
and
got to be either of those two.
yep, the second vote is coming out here, giving nice vision into everything that comes here around the side. So now the Invoker is just the Disruptor is just saying hello to Hani there with the Thunder Strike. But this is not too much trouble for him, especially on level 1. And the first action on bottom.
They wanna go on Mag, but he can't just fly over this little river area here.
Yep, But Fly and Era, they didn't care too much because it's Firefly #1. But then again, with this like gank attempt, Void is losing precious CS there. He lost about 4 CS just moving there.
Yeah, it was really bad. I mean, he shouldn't have chased. There was a slight chance that they actually might get the kill, I guess. So, if they would have actually caught him with maybe a shackles and then Era not being there would have cost them not getting the first blood. So, it's a tough decision to make.
Yep. At the moment in mid, it looks definitely not equal. Like, I mean, Hani got some CS, but he's level 2 and the Invoker is level 3. You get a level advantage, but at least the creeps are now pushing in, so he will definitely catch up in XP there. Trixie, on the contrary, is doing quite well on that offlane. He went for a 2-3 on each build. That's pretty solid, so he can push back with the cogs, do some harassment, and he's also gonna get... Yeah, he's gonna pull the next creep wave in, so he's gonna be level 3 with this creep wave. Oh, and Mac trying to catch stuff.
Yeah, he's taking some harassment, but has tangos left, and it's like high risk, high reward. If you get the XP, it's really nice, but No-Tail together with Fly, they are working together as a supporting team, so just harass him out. But Vanscore rotating around towards Trixie with a double damage as well, or no, he's going mid. He wants the courier snipe after all.
Yep, I don't know, and I don't agree kinda with the warding here, because Hani went like top to check for the rune, but like it was already taken by the Rubik. So I don't know, is this ward not giving vision to the bottom lane? No, to the bottom rune, I mean. This is kind of weird placement of wards there if he actually has no vision on either rune. So I mean, he has to at least know where one of the runes is so he can spot out the second one.
I guess his supports are gonna have to take care of that part then.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Era so far is 12-5, so even though he lost a couple CS when they chased the Batrider, he's still considerably doing well, and the same goes for the Doom. He's also 12-2, just a bit less than nice. In mid, it's interesting because like the Invoker had such a head start there because the creep wave was not pushed at all, but then with the entire creep wave entering the range of the tier 1 tower, like Hani caught up, is now about the same XP, and of course catching up in CS as well. 7-4 versus 6-6. So it's looking quite equal. I mean, we're just 2 minutes in, but still.
What do you think of Resolution's Exhort?
I don't know. I don't want to comment it, because usually what we cast Exhort Invokers lose, but we just casted Mineski and there was a Exhort Invoker and he won, so he kind of broke our streak of losing Exhort Invokers. For simply that reason, I don't want to even... I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions with the Invokers pack. But I have to say, I still have a better feeling with Empire's draft. I think they're better in overall fighting and even pushing, except for the Mass Serpent wards, of course, but the Exiled Invoker brings some push potential there as well, especially with the Forge Spirit. He already invoked into Forge Spirits, by the way, so there's a new Forge Spirit coming up pretty soon. So they have push potential just as well, but I'm worrying about the team fight. The team fight, I really don't know. With the Disruptor, the Doom taking one out of the equation, Batrider initiation, and Rubik Invoker on top of all of that, I just don't see it happening for Fnatic, but maybe they prove me wrong and just play much better. But yeah, I just feel more comfortable with the Empire draft. But
Yeah,
this is just me.
Yeah, it does look like Empire's draft is just easier to execute than Fnatic's. I mean, Fnatic, they have the potential to just win team fights with every Chronosphere when it comes off cooldown.
Yeah, but that's
But
the
they will
crucial
have
thing.
to work together so well for it.
That's exactly the thing. Like, if Empire does a mistake, they still have a lot of things to catch up and still make the fight. If the Void gets taken out of the equation, may that be, for example, a Doom, then the entire draft of Fnatic is just not working out. I mean, what do you do without the Faceless Void? Like, if there's no Chrono whatsoever, like, he's doomed to stay behind in all of those fights, wait till the Doom comes out on whatever target, or get the Doom in the Chrono. But, like, Empire knows about that fact, of course, so... I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell, because there's a Doom versus the Chrono, and also the Invoker can just stand outside, and even if the Doom is inside the Chrono, you have the Rubik who can do something, you have the Disruptor who can do something, and the Invoker who can do something against it. So they have like 4 people who can disable either before or after or while the chrono is up. And simply for that reason, I just don't see this happening for Fnatic. But as I said, I've been many times already wrong in my predictions where a draft just looked better and they still won or lost. So yeah.
That's why Dota is such a nice game.
Yeah, I
That
guess.
even when one draft looks stronger, it can still be turned around just by outplaying. Although outplaying Empire in their current form is gonna be like
Yep.
almost impossible, probably.
I actually like the shape Empire's in at the moment. Like the games we casted so far were say they played, for example, we casted Rock's Kiss versus Empire, like the day we had the Rock's Kiss marathon, like 4 games in a like 6 games in a row actually of Rock's Kiss, and they also met Empire there, and it really felt that Empire is like, when it comes to CIS scene and everything, is on the next level. They prepared for 2014 really well. The current setup works perfectly. Yeah, I don't know. Now they just have to get really stable, keep it up. Also, like looking at TI, etc. So Empire definitely reached a level where you can say, wow, these guys, nice performance at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Empire has been like in the scene for ages now almost. They've had loads of roster changes, but finally they find something that actually works as well. So I'm really hoping to see great things from them in the future.
Yep, it's definitely looking promising at the moment. Like I'm not saying we talk about crazy winners of all the tournaments, but they are definitely one of those teams where you don't go in and you take a granted win. Like every team at the moment has to fear Empire. That's pretty much a fact. So if you play against Empire, there's no space for like just joking around. You have to play full-time serious, or those guys will just beat you, because their game stance, their performance stance, their draft is solid, as we see in this game, and they execute it well every single game. You barely see a game where they draft solid or draft even better from like an outside perspective of caster or viewer, where they don't execute it well. It rarely happens that they get owned on something they should not, I don't know, lose. And on top of that, you also don't see throws by Empire. Like barely. If Empire has some advantage, if you look, I don't know, at 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes graphs, for example, if you see like a significant advantage there, in any other game, you sometimes see the turnarounds with just a bad team fight, a bad contest around Roshan, or some tower rush on the other team. But Empire, once they have an advantage, they barely lose it.
Yeah, definitely they do keep on to what they gain. So just hoping for mistakes by that team is being really too wishful.
Yep. But I still don't like the break we got here. Like they have some audio issues, sure, but yeah. Meow Meow Vanscore is now asking as well if there's any news, because the pause is already up for, yeah, too much, too long.
Yeah, I'm just checking some stats on Empire in the meantime. Like from patch 6.8, or at least hopefully the stats are right, that Empire has a 62.7% win rate, but I think it's probably more.
Like, where do you get the stats from?
That Dota.
Oh,
That site is awesome, by the way.
that's true.
It's like sick how many stats you can even get stats on, like what skill has been chosen how many times by what player on a certain hero. It's like wow.
Yeah, I'm looking in the European division at the moment, and their Empire is of course leading. I think, did we say that? I think we said it yesterday when we were casting them. Yeah, they're 12-4 in the Join Dota League at the moment. So, yeah, definitely something they deserve. Cloud9 is now, by the way, second. We casted them yesterday, so they got, with the wins yesterday, they are on second place. Fnatic currently with 10-4 on the fourth place, so they can actually, if they would win twice against Empire, they have a chance to actually. They would be, yeah, they would tie with Team Empire. So this is really an important game actually. If you look at the European Season 1 division, Like
Yeah.
Empire being 12 and 4, Fnatic
Actually,
being 12 and 4 if they would win both games.
Fnatic would even be ahead because Team Empire would be 12 and 6.
Yeah,
And
true. They would be
12.
12 and 6. So, but there's more games to play. I think this is not the final. Like I'm looking at the schedule at the moment. There should be more games to play because
Actually, those are the two last games for Team Empire now because they will have 18 games finished by then, and you're playing 9 teams against
yeah, but
9 teams.
Fnatic will have
Yeah, Fnatic has the
2 more
one more
games.
best of 2 after this.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, for Fnatic, they actually can. Yeah, they can if they want to. They can claim the first place there in the division. If they have to win though, like they have to win 2 games here, and if they lose both but win the next 2, they would tie with Team Empire, wouldn't they? No, wait. If they lose here again, no, they have to win against Empire. Sorry, oh my math is horrible. They have to win against Empire both games. They would tie. Empire would be on the second, and if they would lose the other 2, they would be tied with Empire. If they don't lose their next game against, I don't know which team that is, but yeah, if they don't lose it, then they would claim first place. But anyway, this is just statistics. At the moment, Hani and Trixie, they're disconnected, so I don't know what they do. Maybe they restart the entire or something because they still have audio problems.
This pause. I mean, No Tail is raging out as well.
Yeah, as we know, Notail. I like when Notail is raging. I also like when you see Notail say it when they go into the booth, for example. He's going so emotional. Like when there's kills and ganks and team fights, he's shouting like hell. It's wow, like really aggressive guy. Usually he looks so calm and friendly and everything, but when he plays Dota and he's 100% into his hero, then he just goes madman.
Okay, now I got the correct stats, by the way. In patch 6.8, Empire has a 81% win rate. 81%. That's pretty damn sick.
Yep, it's pretty decent actually. And Hani is reconnecting. Yeehaw. So one step further to unpause this game eventually.
And compared to Fnatic, who has a 56.5% win rate, I'd say Empire's chances are looking pretty good.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Empire is the favorite here, not just by the draft. Like overall, the stats just tell us that Empire should definitely claim at least one game here, and even like solidify their rank 1 in the JDL European division. But as I said, Fnatic is always good for a surprise. That's what I like about these guys. They go and try out different things, and yeah, simply for that reason. I mean, this draft, as I said it probably 100 times by now, and yeah, the draft is not looking promising, but then again, it's Fnatic, and you never know.
Yeah, Fnatic is so hit and miss. I mean, sometimes when they're on a roll, they just can win against any team pretty much. But they can also lose any game pretty much. So.
Yep.
And I mean, don't know what's going on. I guess his microphone messed up or something. Hopefully it won't take too long because this pause, I mean, there's not too much to talk about 2 minutes into the game either.
Yeah, that's the problem. I wish I could even say more. We analyzed already pretty much everything that's on the map, everything that is in the league, and the only thing that leaves us with it is now reading the chat. D does Levy ate his microphone. Well, there's also not too much to commentate there.
Yeah, I could commentate if I could understand it.
I don't know. It's
Levi, who the hell? What? That's not Trixie's real name.
Nope.
Well, okay, so what can we talk about here? So, what items do you think Era should go for?
I don't want to talk about items. I'm hungry. Like if there's an even longer pause, like I think we should eat something. Like I definitely vote for this.
But I bet the moment you go eating, it's like,
yeah,
oh,
that's the
unpause,
problem. The second I leave my microphone here, it's just unpausing, incoming. It's always like this. There's no time for casters. There's no free time. By the way, if they pause for even much longer, that is also gonna overthrow our schedule. The next game is at 18. And if they play some crazy 60 minutes base race, whatever, forever turtling game, then oh my god, we are getting in trouble. So long pauses is always trouble for casters, guys.
Indeed, they are. It would be pretty lame to miss out on, or well, it's pretty unacceptable even to miss out on the next one. So hopefully he will come back soon and we can get this show on the road finally.
Yep, I mean, there's 2 English coverage of this, so in the worst case scenario, there's still someone else who can join. But I'm glad about those people who are here instead of the other cast.
Indeed, best bros, best.
Best. Oh, no, but item prediction. We actually go for item prediction. I say we go Tranquil Boots, Batrider, because he needs it. He already chewed for 2 tangos here. Like the Tranquil Boots would actually help him to stay on lane. But then again, it's aggressive. I don't know. It's a pretty aggressive lane. They will harass him out, so the Tranquil Boots will be disengaged all the time. And it's also too ranged who can pretty much get in range there. So I don't know. Maybe he's rushing Decker directly, but he has to take care of his regeneration. And also, of course, when Era, he's already level 3. So at level 4 and 5, we might actually see him getting level 6, depending on if Fly and Nota is rotating in the lane, soaking up some XP. But oh my god, best event of the game so far at 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Trixie is reconnecting.
Thank baby Jesus, man. These long pauses, they're making me go stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Because
like
there's-
your brain is dying little by little, trying to just invent stuff to talk about.
Yeah, pauses at like 30 minutes are much more convenient. Anyway, the game is resumed. We are back. It is Fnatic versus Empire. Let's go. Let's keep on casting here.
Yeah, and we already see Mag getting level 2 now. The creep wave got a little bit out of control, but No Tail probably is about to stack, and they want to go on Mag. He's dropping really low, but the Firefly is just too strong of an ability for the time being.
Yeah,
And
that's
all
what?
Vanscore is still camping for the courier, which is now coming in as well.
But it's oh yeah, that is
If-
dangerous. This is the
If he
bottle.
kills Honey's bottle, this
Oh
is
my
gonna be
God.
huge for mid lane. Oh, he takes it the detour.
He knows it, and they get the first blood at the same time on Mag there. So nice played, but yeah, the courier has been upgraded. It's now a flying courier, and yeah, no courier snipe, even though Vanscore really tried to with a double damage rune as well.
Yeah, it's that got to all my attention, and I didn't even notice that the first blood happened.
Yeah, to be honest, like I'm very honest about this. Like the kill on the bottle courier incoming would have been much more crucial than the first blood.
I have to agree.
Because 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes, no bottle for Hani. He can't stay on lane. He has to go for any other regeneration, or they have to bring up some rotation whatsoever. That would have been so crucial. So, I mean, them getting first blood, that is a good start, of course, for them. But yeah, this bottle would have been such a mess.
It really would have been. It would have lost Honey the lane just hands down. And Era missing on actually quite a couple of last hits here, and he has picked up a Gloves of Haste. Do you think it's gonna be a Midas?
100%. No, like if he thinks he can, he will definitely go greedy.
I guess there's some point that he is their only carry, so if by any chance, I mean, he doesn't go for the Midas and the laning or
We're
the
gonna
early
see a
fights
rotation, by
don't
the
out
way.
for Fnatic.
Yep,
Then-
this is gonna be a rotation. Vanscore, invisibility rune. Hani now bottling up, but still, they have what it takes to take him down.
Are they gonna kill the courier? No. Yeah, they shoot with the cold snap. They're going in telekinesis, cold snap is there, thunderstrike as well, kinetic field, no, nothing. He's still alive. Spike Arab has finally used, but he's getting body block excellently, and he should go down. The glimpse used just for good measure.
He's just taken. Oh, okay. This time I go to the dire base. Anyway, Hani goes down in the mid, so that's definitely giving the Invoker a little head start there. Of course, in the lane after the courier snipe didn't work out. And in the meantime, Era, No Tail, and of course Fly, they're pushing the tier 1 tower, doing quite significant damage actually here. I think they can take it. Yeah, the siege engine is still alive, so this will be last hit for Voids.
Oh, he fails.
Nobody gets the last hit. That's bad. It
If
would
he's
have
going
really
for a
helped.
Midas now, it's gonna be like 6 or 7 minutes in.
Yep.
Considering he even gets the last hits now because the lane is so pushed out.
Would it lasted on the tower, he would have actually managed to get the Midas really early, like a 6-minute Midas or even slightly before. That would have been excellent, but this way, now the creep wave takes some time till it actually comes, and he needs the entire creep wave being properly last hitted to finish the Midas pretty much, or almost, or not even, it won't even be enough. So it will be 7 minutes till he actually uses the Midas, I guess, the first time.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Silent actually has his Midas recipe coming in as well. From the courier, only needs 80 more gold for the Gloves of Haste. So he already has his, plus of course Devour. This Doom is gonna be so farmed.
Yep. I mean, the Doom has the Devour era, like they got the first blood in their lane, so that was his little gold boost, but of course the Devour is just... Oh, and Trixie is going aggressive here against
Yeah,
Vance.
he really wants to get Manscore or Silent actually. He gets them in the cogs. There's the Rocket Flare as well. He does a lot of damage, but it's not enough. It's getting split up between two targets, and he will fall down.
That was just too aggressive, and the Batrider rotation just sealed the deal there.
If it would have worked, it would have been like perfect plays. But he needed one more creep to hit level 6 and get the hook shot, which would have been probably enough to get a kill.
Yep. Now the problem is also he went for the rocket flare build. I mean, it dished out a lot of damage, especially AoE wise. But if he had more into battery assault, that would have actually done something. Because Vanscore, low HP pool, you probably would have gotten either him or the Doom. But yeah, rocket flare it was, and simply for that reason, nothing he could do there.
Yeah, I guess it's purely because to give more damage into the Chronosphere later on.
Yep, and I was right, by the way. Exactly at 7 minutes, the Hand of Midas is coming there for Era. He used it now the first time, so from now on we have Era's Midas rolling. And on the Doom, yep, he had it a bit before, like 6 something, but about the same time, so at least the Midas is coming about the same time, so no advantage or disadvantage. The only small disadvantage we see at the moment is, of course, the kill on Trixie made it a 2-1 for Empire there.
Yeah, it's never nice to give away kills, but it's nothing too big for an offlaner to die because he does hit level 7. Then again, Mag also level 6 on the Batrider, and only 700 gold away from a Blink Dagger actually.
Yeah, at the moment he is higher in XP than the Void, so this is actually quite decent for an offliner. He's 7.5, Era is just 7, just dinked 7. With this creep wave he probably will go ahead, but still, the offlane is doing quite a decent job there, and the early hookshot, like, yeah, definitely something you want to have. Like hookshot at barely after 6 minutes, this is something, yeah. The only thing yeah, but yeah, they want to go for him.
Yeah. There's the glimpse into the kinetic field. They have the invisibility, they don't even need it, they just doom him up and they're gonna get an easy kill. Mag coming in as well with a sticky napalm stack or 2, and
4-man rotation for him, everything used on him. They really wanted him. That was Thunderstrike, kinetic field, yeah, coming out. The Doom as well, the lift, I don't know, did he use Fate? I think he didn't use Fate Ball, that was like the only ability not used. And Batrider rotating as well. He's he's jungling now, and oh, look at this stack. This is 4, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, this is a quadruple stack. Unfortunately with some golems inside, but still. And he's making even a 5 stack.
oh god, this
Yeah.
is gonna be so much fun. He's gonna get the Blink Dagger, or at least very close. If he drags the Firefly into the 2 other camps as well, he's gonna get it.
Yep, this is gonna be Dagger. He's already on 1780. This is definitely gonna be Blink Dagger. Easily. This is level 4 Firefly as well, so he's definitely gonna clean that up. Yep.
A pretty timely Blink Dagger. Just 9.5 minutes in. He didn't have a good time at the start or in the offlane. Died once as well, but did a nice rotation into the jungle to actually make sure he's gonna be relevant early on.
Yep. And I like what they do actually, like Fly just getting the level 6 now in the mid lane, so the Ice Blast is up and Hani is rotating. The only problem is, while he's rotating at the moment, he won't find anything. And, you know, the funny thing is Hani is missing off the map, so the Disruptor and the Rubik really careful at the moment. You see the Rocket scouting out here, but yeah, Hani is not there, so Hani is getting... Oh, nice. He's getting the double damage rune. That's pretty nice for his first Vendetta gank. He just needs to find the proper target for it.
Yeah, and actually they always want to fly on the Disruptor. TP'd out from between the tier 2 and tier 3 towers because he got scouted with the rocket flare and he was so afraid that Honey's gonna come in that he wasted the TP to get home. Oh,
and
Mag,
mid.
lasso up onto Honey. The Ice Blast is flying as well. Hits resolution, but will it be enough? Spike Carapace is buying some time, but he can't turn around. The turn rate from the sticky napalm and the ice wall as well, just too
Oh,
much.
is there a Sunstrike?
Yeah, there's the Hex onto Mag Shackles. Yeah, under the tower, he might go down a few right clicks and he will fall without getting the kill.
Fly
Forge
actually
Spirit is
surviving, but the Forge Spirit, yeah, is still hunting, but it's running out, unfortunately.
Oh,
And there's the
Sunstrike.
Yep, there comes the Sunstrike, but it didn't hit either. Potential target would have been there, of course, Fly or No Tail, but Sunstrike off the target, no kill.
Oh, it actually didn't go that bad. Sure that Honey dying isn't by no means good. At least they got the counter kill on the Batrider, who was level 8. So for the supports, that was a pretty huge kill.
Yep, and Honey is back in business now. They want to get the Doom. The Chrono would be up. There's the Ice Blast coming, but oh, Doom just knew it and he went back. So the Ice Blast didn't hit, and therefore they won't engage. I mean, Era would have the Chrono, and they would have a Vendetta right after it, but yeah, it just didn't work out. What I don't like so far is that Trixie's not rotating at all. He's level 8 now, and he's still on the offlane, while the Batrider, for example, it's the second time he's part of a kill. He got that early Blink Dagger just by being in jungle and rotating in for kills. So, I don't know, like, Fnatic, usually we see them more active, especially in the rotations around the lanes. And now we see 4 man, now 3 man smoke actually to back up the Clockwork. So, now it's rotation time for Fnatic.
Yeah, it is kind of obvious, but then again, Vanscore is really far out. Trixie tries to scout and No-Tail going in, but the dust gets popped, or the smoke rather, and they don't get anything for it.
Yep, the Rubik knows they are here now, so instead Empire is just going bottom.
This is so unfortunate. Era wasting so much time.
Yeah,
where he
and Fly
could
now
be
accidentally pulled a range creep as well. That range creep given vision how many people there are. Now they know Fnatic is 4, but Hani is Hani is also now TPing in. Fnatic with 5 now in that top lane, so is it the tower?
It should be the Serpent Wards deployed for it as well. They really want to get that gold. And I mean, they should be able to. Always Wanna Fly is dragging out the creeps, or at least try to drag out the creeps. No, got 2 of them. Just to get the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane as a trade. But I'm not sure if they're actually gonna get it. I mean, Empire that is. Oh, hook shot off
Trixie
target.
off target.
Use another spell, he dies with rocket flare.
Well, and in the meantime, Resolution, he's okay, 5 people top. They're just gonna get that tower. The Force Spirits, oh, actually, Force Spirits won't get it. This might be deny.
The Resolution really wants to come back in, but Mag is there as well with the blink and so the deny comes out, but they might have gone for Era still. I think.
Well, I mean, so far it's just a standoff. Like, both teams really afraid, and like with the hookshot not missing, I don't know, Empire having slight advantage. Like in bottom, they didn't achieve many. I don't know. Doom, of course, getting some CS, some farm there, but like they didn't achieve much simply for the fact that Ice Blast is flying in on cooldown there.
Yeah, it's really sad that they didn't get the tower, but they are rotating towards the mid lane.
Oh, and high.
Mag still hovering around on the Batrider, and the Doombringer just wants to eat a creep in the jungle.
And look at Rensko. Rensko is standing around his sentry ward there because that's the only thing that keeps him alive pretty much against Hani at the moment. If Hani would go for him, he could get him anytime, especially now with a haste rune. But nice sentry there, and he knows he can play around that, so he gains even a bit more level and XP there on the Rubik, which is not too bad after all.
Era wants to go in, he goes for Always Wanna Fly. The Ice Blast flying as well, but the Flame Break comes in, but the Ice Blast should be enough to get the kill. There's the Static Storm into the Glimpse. No-Tail is gonna get lassoed up and is a casualty. And the Fly now getting doomed up. Silent just chasing. Trixie goes with the hookshot, but gets impaled, which got stolen by Vanscore. So 2 heroes for 1
Yep.
support, and
Do
they
they
buy
get the
back.
deny on Fly? That's the question. They have to get the deny on Fly. Yeah, there goes the deny. So at least, I mean, it's still a bad trade because it's free for 1, but at least one of those deaths was a deny. So I don't know. It's just not going their way at the moment, Fnatic. It's 3 and 7 on the kill score, and Empire is just saying, okay, 2 of them are down. The rest also just died recently. We just go for Roshan, and they can. Invoker with the Forge Spirits. That's an easy one.
And like, do you think Notel actually misclicked with the buyback, or was it really intentional?
I don't know. Maybe he actually thought maybe that fight drags on a bit more and they go for it. But anyway, the Ice Blast is actually catching those people out, but Doom not in range to actually shatter. So that Aegis goes to Empire. Only problem is they're pretty low HP now. At least Invoker, the Rubik, and the Doom has to go back. So in the meantime, Hani is pushing top just a bit, but then they won't. Yeah, they won't even go for the tier 1 here. So yeah, I think it's craft time. Because we are looking at a 5k XP advantage for Empire, and gold is already over 3k, and it's gonna head even more because Roshan just happened and the draft's not updated yet.
Yeah, Honey is once again on the hunt, but he's just not finding anything. Empire is playing really well. They're not giving any openings for Fnatic, as was to be expected. Although Resolution might get spotted out, I don't think Hani can kill him alone, especially without him in Vendetta hit.
Yep, but I mean, there's the Ice Blast.
The Impale is there as well. The mana burn, actually it might be enough. The Rocket Flare also coming in, so he's gonna shatter and
Yeah,
the
he's
Aegis
gonna
gets popped.
shatter. That's actually nice for Fnatic, of course, because they don't have to deal with the Aegis anymore. But then again, Aegis, at least a nice use, because they could have needed that goal, especially on Hani or on the AA. So, but this way, Aegis is done, and Empire didn't lose too much on it.
Yeah, talking of Empire,
An
silent.
Era, no tail.
Oh.
No, but the Invoker's going back, so he doesn't want to risk it. By the way, there's also a 4-staff now coming out on the Batrider. It should be in the Courier. Yeah, the Courier is just arriving to the Batrider, so there we go. It is a 4-staff now, so the initiation is pretty much complete. All he needed is really the Blink Dagger and the 4-staff, and this is really dangerous. He can drag out even Era on the Void, and once the Void is dead, the entire draft of Fnatic is just not working out anymore.
Yeah, they are focusing a lot to get Era out, and that's really the only thing they need to do. Like you said, because if Era's down, there's nothing the rest of Fnatic can really do. They might get a few pickups on the supports without Era, but not the important kills,
And
especially.
this is dangerous what they do.
Oh,
Hani
Hani's
spots
going.
them out, but I don't think they can turn it around. There's a Lasso and a Doom waiting for Hani.
The Ice Blast is flying in. His Spike Carapace as well. With the Impale, Mac wanna get hit. Hookshot actually misses, but the Ice Blast should make him shatter, and yes, it does.
Yeah, they have a nice play around the Ice Blast, like holding the people in place. The Ice Blast is gonna hit, and that's pretty much it. And Doom was like, oh, I'm not gonna deal with this, you know, I'm out of here. And what's coming out? Oh, Assault Cuirass Rush on the Doom. This is gonna be... He's gonna have this Assault Cuirass, like below him.
Oh, mid lane always wanna fly. Getting Chronosphere. There's the Sunstrike, but Era doesn't care.
Time lapse. Like the backtrack, time lapse, everything is just RNG on Void. That's why I hate this hero so much, because like all the stun and the backtrack, it is just so much RNG.
RNGesus.
RNGesus, yep. We've seen, no seriously, we've seen some Voids that, I don't know, backtrack like 3 spells in a row, crucial spells, like something like stuns, etc. And yep, as well this Sunstrike, I mean, he just backtracked it. That would have been a lot of damage for him.
Yeah,
Especially with the
definitely
Mask
would.
of Madness up.
But one thing for Empire now, they won't get picked off as easily as they have been from the combination of Hani just scouting things out and initiating, because Vanscore just bought up a gem. It will be given to, I would guess, the Batrider.
Yep, for the initiation, he's the one who needs the gem. Because if you can get Hani out of the equation, that would already help. So they have like the initiation on Hani, or maybe even the Rasta, and the Doom goes on the Void. That would already help. But Empire wants to do something. There's 4 men already on the lane, and the Doom is now collapsing in as well. So this tier 1 is definitely gonna fall. But Fnatic, they want to fight. There's a 4-man smoke now. They want to answer this, but
Yeah, Trixie gonna get lassoed before it. Will there be a Doom as well? They're not using it yet. Pathetic Tormentor, he gets the hook shot, but it won't be enough as Silent grabs the kill. With the AC finished up as well, this tower is gonna fall.
It's like the worst thing that could have happened, that Trixie gets caught out before.
Era wants to go on Silent. There's the Chronosphere Ice Blast as well. Flame Break used. The Serpent Wars, they will get that kill at least. But they use every spell for it almost. The Shackle is there on Always Wanna Fly, but no damage is following. Honey chasing with the Vendetta. They might get the Disruptor, or at least they should. Or will they actually? Era just getting sticky napalm up. There's the Hex on Manscore. Era will get the right click. The Time Lock is there, but the Kinetic Field and stolen Chronosphere. But Era doesn't care too much. But he's still slowed down and gonna fall as well. He tries to time lapse away. Honey just doesn't do anything, running Vendetta for ages there.
Yeah, he didn't even open on any target that could have been opened. Like the Disruptor and the Rubik was a potential kill, but like I don't know. That was really strange, to be honest. That was really strange. And Trixie is back, but yeah, there's nothing he can do. They needed Trixie in this fight. I guess with 5 versus 5 it would have been much better, but then again, yeah, Hani was not in the fight. He was just not engaging whatsoever, and Trixie might be in trouble again.
They're going. The last switch is such a low cooldown, and Trixie's gonna fall for a second time in a row here.
Yep, so Trixie down again, and nothing he can do there. 6 and 12.
This is going so out of hand from Fnatic's side, so Empire just taking the fight so opportunely, get the pick off first. They don't even need the Doom by the looks of it. And of course, Fnatic did waste every single spell to kill off the Doom.
Yeah, I mean, that was absolutely overkill. Also the placement of the Serpent Wards was that way that Empire could just, you know, fight in the upper half or like in the upper tree line. And wow, he actually found... Okay, that was interesting, unexpected. He actually found the Disruptor at the secret shop. I thought he was already heading back to base, but he didn't. So at least Fnatic gets one kill there. But still, you saw it in the team fight how weak the team fight is of Fnatic in comparison to Empire. They just look so much more solid at the moment.
And one weird thing is that
oh god.
Manscore has the Vendetta, Fly is gonna go down. One right click, Telekinesis, Mag coming in as well, and Doom grabs the kill with a right click.
Yep, the Rubik. We were talking in the draft about the abundance of spells he can steal that are all the time useful. Like first he steals the Chrono, and then second he steals the Vendetta. I think that's like best case scenario for steals you can go for.
Yeah, pretty much.
On the Batrider now farming a BKB as well, so the initiation is gonna be 100% waterproof there. And this
Manscore
is
is just such a great Rubik player.
Yep, it is a tier 2, and we're gonna show the crafts pretty fast. They are heading even more down, 7,500 now for Empire, and the gold. Yep, they're gonna head towards soon 10k.
Oh, Hani might go down. The Necrobooks are scouting him out. There's the Ice Blast. Hani is gonna get caught. Kinetic Field. Spike Carapace already down, and he will fall impale on nothing as well.
And that's another tier 1 tower. So at the moment the game is just falling apart for Empire. It's not looking good. Empire gets the pickoffs, and each and every time someone dies, they just capitalize on it. There's a tower always following. So at the moment we look at just two outer towers left. Bottom and top tier 2 is still standing for Fnatic, but I don't think we're gonna see them standing for that long anymore. Because Empire at the moment, they have the advantage, they know it. You also see it in the net worth. Like 3 heroes of Empire are so high, and the only one interrupting like the nice red line here is the Void. But yeah, of course he has the Midas running. That's the only thing that keeps him in the game. He got a Black King bar finish now, so I guess the next team fight could go a bit better for Fnatic, but overall I still don't think they will make it. Roshan is also back. Also got scouted out by the Rocket Flare of Clockwork. So I don't know. The question is now, does Empire go in there even though they should know that Fnatic is probably gonna contest? If there's an Ice Blast, Rocket Flare and a Chrono on multiple people, Fnatic actually has the potential of, you know, getting some nice return here or even a comeback. But it has to be all perfect. That's the problem. It has to be all perfect. And if Fnatic, if Empire goes right now in the Roshan, I don't think they can even contest. They're all falling back to the base. Hani has at least full mana, full HP, but Notail, for example, would not even be ready to fight. He has 8 sticks charges. Okay, that would fill him up with HP pool at least, but like the mana is not enough for Shackle, Hex and Serpent Wards combination. And now we see a smoke by Empire.
Yeah, they're
Did
gonna
he
find a
find
kill as
something?
well, I feel like. Era, lassoed up, will there be a Doom as well? They're not using a Chaos Meteor and they get the kill.
Yep,
That
that
is
is
right
worst
click, huh?
case scenario. This might as well be high ground. Or Empire's just saying, no, not yet. We go for Roshan. Era's down. We have to look in the buyback status. The Void is 650 gold short of the buyback, so there's no way they can scout out, contest Roshan. It got scouted out by Clockwork right now, but what do they want to do? The Ice Blast, maybe. But yeah, for the time being of the Ice
Doesn't help them
Blast,
much.
someone else just tanks it.
Like the only thing the Ice Blast does at the moment is that maybe Empire has to go back to the base to reach an up before coming for another push. But that's not even likely because there's an Urn up and always wanna fly.
Yep, I don't know, it's really looking grim. And Fnatic, they say like, hey guys, we're full HP, full mana, we just got the H's. They might as well, you know, push the last tier 2 here on the bottom lane. And I don't know, maybe they follow up with high ground. But it seems like they're well aware of the fact that they're ahead at the moment. And that's what I like about Empire. It doesn't look like they want to rush things. They don't want to run, I don't know, into trouble, like pushing high ground early and then maybe even getting into some, I don't know, troublesome fight that might give Fnatic like the hope that they could come back. So they're playing really carefully, farming up the entire enemy jungle. Now the lane is pushed out and they will go. Hani, I don't know, Hani is pushing at the moment, but the Forge Spirits are taking care of this as well. And Era, I don't know, the BKB might help him, but we have to see about this.
The BKB, I mean, it doesn't give him any damage and it's a really nice item choice by Silent to get the AC as well, giving bonus armor to your whole team. So Era will do even less damage and they're on the hunt. They're on a 3-man smoke train. Fly the 4th one as well, going from another whole direction.
But they
But
won't find anything. Yeah, that's the problem. And like all these smokes of Fnatic so far, I don't know, it feels like 100 gold wasted all the time. Like the tier 2 tower is down. They pop the Serpent Ward, so they won't be ready to defend this tower here, the tier 3, and Empire will go high ground. They see them top, so Fnatic wasted 100 gold on the smoke. Now they have to spend 135 each just to get back to the high ground, and in the meantime tier 3 is already getting damaged. The cliff is out as well. Nothing they can do. Just nothing they can do at the moment.
Empire didn't even use the Necro book yet, so I think this is actually gonna be Rex now. Hani goes in, as does know the Hex. Will there be a Chronos here? Finally catching actually 3 heroes, so a pretty nicely timed Chrono, but he's not doing enough damage. They do get 1 hero, they might get Resolution, but now Doom on Era, right clicks from Silent, finish up, and Van score yet another stolen Chronosphere, and GG
Yeah.
gets.
And there's the GG. Like, really well played by Empire. Absolutely in control of the game since, yeah, pretty much early in the game. I think from like 10 minutes on, it was already kind of obvious who's gonna win this game, or at least have the control. But fact is, this is a 2-game series, guys, so hang in there. Game 2 will be up in a second.